Hello Python programmers, this is AK. In this video we are going to learn about how to create a chatbot using Python. This chatbot is completely a machine learning based chatbot. Here I am using one of the famous machine learning chatbot creation libraries in Python that is called as Chatbot. Before starting this video, do like, share, comment and subscribe. These things will motivate me to produce more good contents in programming. Okay, so let's start this video. Chatbot is a machine learning based conversational dialogue engine built in Python, which makes it possible to generate responses based on the collections of known conversations. Basically, the chatbot is a pre-programmed one. All of them already know about the chatbot and its specifications. You know how it will respond when a user tries to do the conversations with it. In this period of time, making the chatbot is very easier one, and if you are a Python programmer, you can easily make the chatbot with a minimum number of codes. It's a very easy way to do this job. I will explain how to create a chatbot for your specifications. I already said this is a machine learning based chatbot, but we are not going to apply any big mathematical algorithms to train the chatbot model. By using this chatbot, we can easily train the chatbot with our conversations, and it working like if you are trying to interact with your chatbot, it will automatically add that conversations into it, and it will take conversation from us. That is the main role of this chatbot. And one more option is, if you want to customize your chatbot for your business purposes, you can use this library without any troubles. Okay. For creating the chatbot, you need to install some requirements that are Jupyter Notebook, and libraries are Chatbot Corpus. These two libraries are very necessary to create this chatbot. Let's install the requirements. First, you install the Jupyter Notebook. It will handle this library effectively. If you want to use any IDE instead of using Jupyter Notebook, there will be a lot of memory consumption happening when you run this program every time on other IDEs. So only I prefer this one. And next, you need libraries that are Chatbot, and second one is Chatbot Corpus. Chatbot is used for making the conversations, and Chatbot Corpus is used for the language options. For installing the Chatbot, it will take 20 minutes for me to complete the installation process. You should maintain the patience while installing this library. Already I installed this library, so let's move to the coding part. Now open your IDE Jupyter Notebook. From the Chatbot library, import Chatbot. This is the way to import this library. Next, we are going to create an instance. Declare a variable called as Chatbot, and in this variable, declare a built-in object called as Chatbot. This is very important object. Here we are going to create logics, storage adapter and databases. Create a storage adapter variable, and in this variable, you need to assign the storage adapter for your Chatbot. After selecting the storage adapter, we need to select the logic adapters. I will explain these adapters, what are they doing in our chatbot. Okay. This adapter stuff is used to improve the logical standards of our chatbot. So these are the built-in adapters. You can easily use the adapter by the way of mentioning it in the source code. Now create a logic adapter variable. Here you need to mention the logics like mathematical evaluation logics, time logics and best match logics. And you need to set the responses for your chatbot. Set the parameters like default responses and the similarity threshold. Next, create a variable called as database URI. URI stands for Uniform Resource Identifier. It is like a URL, and it's a very big topic to explain. If you already studied the computer networks, you would know the difference between URI and URL. If I have time, I will explain about this in separate video. Okay. In the database URI variable, you need to set this MySQL link. Okay. and we are going to start our training with inbuilt data files. First, from the chatbot.trainers, import list trainer. This is used to train the predefined data that is present in this library. Now create a trainer variable, and inside this variable create an object called as list trainer and pass our chatbot here. Next step, you need to train your data. Everybody has different type of requirements. Suppose if I want to create a chatbot that will attend and take the orders from the customers, it will be very helpful for me to reduce my work. Okay, so this is the concept. So I inserted the hotel management text file. Simply this file contains some text and usual basic conversations. This file is used to train our chatbot conversations. And you need to import another library, that is Chatbot corpus. Already I said that this library standard is used for language communication purposes. You need the language settings, so type chatbot.corpus.english. It is used to train the chatbot in English language. It is very comfortable one to train the chatbot in English language. So that's all about the process. Now run this program. It shows some loading screens. These are the predefined data that comes with library installations. Okay. After training data sessions, we are going to test our chatbot. So create a variable called as name and make this variable as an input one. So it will get the input from the user, and print some of the welcome gestures to make this bot as an attractive one. Declare a loop. Under this loop, create a request variable. This is used to get the request from the user to start the conversations with the bot. Now we are in the final stage. Create a condition if the request was typed by the user and chatbot replied with the answer, and this signs as the end of conversation between the bot and user. Now create else statements. If the user sends any queries to the bot, this else condition gets the responses from the chatbot library, and here we make it as a response that comes from the bot. Okay, so that's all about this script, and let's run this script. So this chatbot works well. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and thank you. See you on next video.